Red Star Belgrade, FCSB finishes 1-0 score to Red Star Belgrade, Crvena Zvezda, in a match where Zvezda play with a match down or a man down since I believe the 27th, 28th minute. Very fortunate to get to 3 points. Obviously, it didn't look that great at times, but 7 points, 22nd position in Europa League, and we roll into the next match against Sturm Graz, I believe. Just a quick recap of the match. The starting lineup is pretty much what a lot of people had expected. I think the only question was Duarte going to start on the wing, or was it going to be Milson, or was it going to be someone else, Kostov, or what have you? I think that was pretty much the only real question heading into this match. I think the defensive pairing of Uchena and Veljkovic is the one that we're going to see going forward, whether we like that or not, whether we think they're good enough or not. I think that's just what we're going to see going forward. Um, the first big thing that happened is the Uchenna red card. I think to backtrack a little bit, I think Red Star started the match very well attacking, whereas FCSB just kind of sat back and soaked up the pressure and tried to make something happen off the counter attack. Um, in Red Star wasn't able to score early, and then I think the red card, like I don't know what to think. Uchenna is the last man. Is it a foul? It was very well sold by the offensive player. I didn't think so. I try to be as unbiased as I possibly can when it comes to situations like this. I didn't think so. I thought it was just a foul, nothing more than that. I understand the point of if he was the last man and he pulled him down, then it's a foul. But I also think if the referee has given the red card for the elbow that was non-existent, then it's the wrong call as well. Clearly, the FCSB player heads Uchenna's elbow, and then that's what causes the red card. And when you're a man down, you kind of think that Red Star's going to sit back a little bit and soak up, and how are they going to score in this match going forward? It wasn't the case. Red Star just kept on attacking. 43rd and 45th minute, Duarte, two great chances. In the 43rd, he actually missed, and in the 45th, when he should have shot, he laid the ball off to Marko Natovic, which was the wrong choice, which was absolutely the wrong choice, and he shouldn't have done it, and he knows better than that. But that's what he decided to go with, and it was squandered. A chance was squandered. 47th minute. So right off the restart, Seul, who's I've said it before. I don't know if I've said it on here or if I've said it on my podcast. I think that Seul's been Red Star's best player this season, apart from Mateus, who's been absolutely outstanding in goal. But he just fell asleep, and the FCSB player stole the ball and had a go. Very nice shot that hit fortunately for us, hit the post and and went out. And then shortly after that, 3 minutes later, Duarte scores the goal. Again, the guy who missed the two chances at the end of the first half, wide open header, which he had no problem slotting, and 9 out of 10 times he should score. 10 out of 10 times he should score. But it was great play from Handel, who was overlapped by Seul, who crossed it, and then Duarte had no issues with slotting into the back of the net. First goal in 5 matches in the Europa League. Happy for him because he has been struggling a little bit. Red Star does count on him a lot offensively in terms of goal scoring, in terms of creation. He has been out of form a lot, but so have a lot of the other Red Star players. They've had a really rough go of it in the domestic league. So this is hopefully for him a morale boost because he's a very good player. He's good at scoring. He's good at getting guys involved. He's good at doing a lot of different things. And it's excellent for him that he scored the goal. 53rd minute, Handel had a shot from about 20 yards out, which was saved rather comfortably. 57th minute, Mateus, a big save. Again, I've said it was almost like a one-on-one with the opposition's player. I've said it by far, Red Star's best player this season. The most consistent, big save after big save. He's done it in the domestic league, and more importantly, he's done it in the Europa League level, which is why he was brought here. He was brought here for the bigger competitions, and he's done exceptionally well in the Europa League. 73rd, I think 74th minute, Ivanic has a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. If you had to give me one player from this Red Star team to have a one-on-one with the goalkeeper and score, I would pick Ivanic. There's a lot of guys I would think about, but Ivanic I think is the player that I would think about in the situation just because he's such a clinical finisher. And again, like Duarte, he's been struggling a little bit with form. Like I said, a lot of players have been. It's been a rough go of late, but he's got to be able to bury that and completely end the match. He doesn't. Goalkeeper saves it. To the goalkeeper's credit, it's a great save. And we go the other way where in the 76th and 77th minute, FCSB has two really good chances to score and even out the match. We're very lucky. One of the shots is wide, and I think the other one was over the goal, which for us is a sigh of relief. 89th minute, Milson has a shot on target or over the goal, I should say. He's got to, when you're in those opportunities, when you're from 20 yards out, you're head on, you have to get the ball on the net. Easier for me to say, I know, but you have to test the goalkeeper. You never know what can happen. Rainy conditions, goalkeeper might not be sure of himself, bobbles the ball. Anything can really happen. And then later on in the last 5 minutes, with 5 added minutes on, I think FCSB had all the pressure. Milson had two excellent defensive plays where we ended up getting a foul for us, and we were able to kind of kill a little bit of the clock. The match as a whole, I thought that Krunic was excellent. He got hurt early in this match, and I was scared because he has had injury concerns, especially this season. So I was a little bit scared of that, just because he's played a lot of big matches in his career, the Milan Derby, and he's played in Italy for a while. That's kind of what worried me at the time. Fortunately, he was able to finish the match. I thought he was exceptional. I had mentioned Milson when he had come on; he was really good. The trio of players in midfield, I usually don't like Handel, Elshnik, and Krunic in the midfield, just because they lack creativity going forward. Like, defensively, we're fine, and in possession, we're fine. We're able to pressure the back line, which we did very, very well today when we were at full strength. And even when we were down a man, I think we created a lot of turnovers from their back line, which created chances for us, which a lot of these opportunities that I'm talking about, it was all created off turnovers, or most of them were created off turnovers. We just have to be able to finish, which has been our Achilles heel this season in the domestic league and in Europa League for a little bit. And I just wonder what's happened with Vasilia Kostov. I understand, he scores the great goal against Porto. He has a bad match against Braga, and then we have completely forgot about him. He's still an exceptional player, exceptional talent. He's one of our wonder kids, and he doesn't really get much playing time anymore. And I think it's crazy to think that because of one bad game, he's kind of taken out of the starting lineup and he doesn't get any more minutes. And if he wasn't good enough for this lineup, I would understand, but he's a very talented player. And I just don't know what happened here. I get it. You have to kind of tinker with the lineup now, because Radonic, who I haven't mentioned, is suspended until further by the club. He was injured, now he's suspended. So, that's another headache that you got to deal with in a season that's been rather turbulent than usual. But the 3 points are the most important. I think the back line held out well. I think Tiknizyan played really well. Usually I criticize him, a lot of people do, for his defensive play. He doesn't have to be exceptional defensively. His energy can make him a very good defender. His speed, the willingness to get between the ball and the man, and just the energy. He can just become a decent defender off of that. He doesn't even have to be technically or whatever savvy. Just with his energy, he can become a decent defender or a passable defender. It's just that we need to see it more often. There has been some rumors about him possibly leaving in the summer. Lens and Porto have been interested. So we'll see what happens with him. But, a great 3 points for us. 7 points in the Europa League. A few more matches to go. And we're looking good now, but we need to keep piling on victories. It didn't look that great today, and man down, it's usually not going to look that good. But I think the 3 points are imperative going forward. I like what I saw. There was a lot of heart on the pitch. And Arnautovic's injury, again, a little bit scary now. It looks like it was his muscle, hamstring. We'll see what happens with him. But he's been injury plagued as well. He's receiving a lot of criticism from certain people. So we'll see what happens with him. But if he's out injured, God forbid, then Duarte is pretty much your only center forward. And then you have Alexa Damjanovic, who's 16, 17 years old, who I actually think highly of, and I think should get more minutes waiting in the wings. So that's the recap for today. What do you think of Red Star possibly advancing onto the next round? Let me know in the comments below who you thought was the man of the match, what you would like to see fixed, what you like from today's match. Just let me know in the comments below.